All right.
The
Well,
first jersey came out. No, I'm starting. The first jersey came out, and I was like, "Wow, we should record this sometime and do a reaction to it." Then the second jersey came out, and I was like, "Wow, this is this is something." And then that third jersey came out, and I was like, "Wow, what are we going to talk about for 18 minutes that doesn't bore everybody to death with these very minor tweaks?"
Oh, I don't know that they're minor tweaks. It's just none of it is exciting. Like, I mean, there's it's overhauls, and but all of it was expected, and none of it is new, and it's just very, eh.
It's kind of like the time that we did that video about the Flyers where they went from orange to burnt orange, and it went like 16 minutes, which is 15 minutes longer than it should have. But I feel like at least let's give them a few minutes apiece and just kind of chime in on this whole thing. It's kind of exciting, like 3 rebrands ish in an off season. That's you don't see that too often.
It is a big deal, yeah, for that. But it's again, it's not a lot new. Phil, you were going to do an intro.
yeah. Well,
Phil, you didn't even do the intro.
I was cut off. So,
It's well, you weren't cut off. It's the distance between us to you in space that's kind of the delay and everything. So,
in space here. So, welcome to our special NHL Summer Rebrands episode here on Ugly Thirds. As the gentleman said earlier, we have some Jersey news, which we're kind of. So, where do you want to start?
where do you want to start this meh adventure?
Medventure, if you will.
That should be
Um,
the title, Venture.
how about you go to the first slide since I had to put this all together earlier. I took the reporting from sportslogos.net because you wouldn't know there was a difference otherwise. I would not have noticed there was a difference otherwise. Um,
Can you tell what the difference is, Phil?
Well, the shape of the feathers, the notes, things are slightly different colors, slightly different.
That's
that's right. It's
one.
on Ozempic, Phil.
What's the second thing?
I mean, the note is, yeah, actually the whole thing is smaller. The note is smaller. It got,
It's more accented, like tilted.
yeah, like the wings are pointy. If you look at the top one, it kind of looks the same. But if you look at the second, third, and fourth one down, they're more sworddish shape rather than knife shape, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Um, Yellow,
And the white outline went away. Like that's it.
yeah, I mean it's close to their winter, the Winter Classic one they had.
The Winter Classic that went to the third, yeah, which was very well received.
So well received they got promoted, apparently.
I
Uh,
know.
keep going, Phil.
Um,
No, I meant your next slide.
oh, thank you.
Not for you to keep. I don't. Am I ever going to tell you to keep? So this is what they presented. No, it's not the Winter Classic look because the vintage white is now white, and they've added a logo to the pants. And the numbers are now one color and not three colors like this one. Wow. And then there's the white one they introduced. No,
Wow.
that's not the Winter Classic jersey because they replaced the vintage white with white, and they made the numbers one colored instead of three. They were there was a blue numbers with a yellow outline and then a blue outline. I nearly stole Phil's Fanatics one for this, and I'm like meh. And the third jersey. Did you know there was a third jersey? How many people knew there was a third jersey?
Is it the blue one?
Click. It's the one they already have.
So
It's
we've
getting demoted.
literally just reshuffled everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically added a white uniform, but yes.
Well then, I don't know what to say. Where do we go from here?
The response has been very mixed. I have like, and it's not like it's polarized. It's the full spectrum of yay, what a great look! This is awesome. I'm glad we did this. To One of my favorite comments was I really liked the character of the third jersey, but that it's not a main character. It shouldn't come back full time. Um, my big thing is that none of it's new. Like there is nothing new here. They did nothing substantive to any of these.
You swap out this blue third for some variation of the arch third from the 2013-ish era, and I think you completely change people's opinion of all this.
I,
Something could have been different.
I just don't think there's like, and like people are, oh, this guy only likes things that were made in the 20s. No, there needs to be forward progress. There always should be forward progress, and there is zero forward progress in this look.
That's not
Nothing
true.
is
We
different.
tilted the blue note to make it look like it
I
was going forward.
did they? Um, Phil, let's look at these other slides. Let's keep. They also introduced a flurry of secondary logos that are all phenomenal.
Yes.
The Fleur de Lis, the St. Louis Treble Clef, the River Music, all are phenomenal. And other than getting the Treble Clef, which was on the helmets in the Winter Classic, they're now on the pants. Wow.
I would negotiate that trumpet, the river music. I would negotiate that as a third instead of the arch. Like that is such a cool design, and the fact that
I,
nobody's going to see it.
I think the Fleur de Lis is the perfect secondary, and I actually included my concept on what I would have done.
Oh wow!
I snuck it in there. I think it's
Okay.
phenomenal. I think it's a perfect secondary mark.
And
And the
did
fact that
you
it's
notice
never going to get beyond the pants.
the treble clef is in the Florida League too. You noticed that, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm just
But what
saying.
do you call the second one? The second one is an STL as a treble clef,
Right.
right? Like
He
that's
kept saying it's treble clef for the second one. I just didn't want to make sure you saw that the first one also had a treble clef with a no.
yeah. Oh
My,
yeah, and there is a note at the bottom. Like it's like what more could you as a secondary mark? It's perfect,
so
and they're not going to use it. Keep going. There's more secondary marks. Oh, the word marks, they're good.
yeah, I really like the illustrative work mark. I think that gives it pizzazz.
The blues in the illustrative word mark, I believe, is from a '90s never worn concept. I think that was like the basis of a jersey, so that's also fun.
Okay.
Next, yeah, and it's like all the stuff. Look at all those secondary logos in play. There's even ones at the bottom of the secondary logo in the state of Missouri, but none of that's going on ice.
No, unfortunately, it's not. And I don't know. I get that it's a timeless look almost like they got it. We've talked about it a bunch too. They got it right out of the gate. Like it's a good look from inception. But you've come up with some cool ideas here, and I think they kind of maybe missed the mark on what this rebrand could have been.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this rebrand in a vacuum. It is a great look. It's the original look.
Yeah.
I do think the white jersey has a little too much yellow in it. Phil, if you're able to go back a couple slides to the white jersey, I think it's obvious.
Uh,
I have the 67 jersey and it looks like you're going back 4 slides. Can
yeah,
you do that?
there's a little annotate circle right on top of that arrow to go back.
Try click, see what happens. Or use arrow keys. Yeah, that one.
We made this.
Although I realize the next slide will. There you go. That's a lot of yellow for the St. Louis Blues. I thought it was a problem in the original. I think it's not great there. Thoughts?
For me, that's it's fine. Like I've got no beef with it. Is the backpedaling a bit? Is the number kit different?
Yes, it's just plain one number, one color.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's just blue now,
Which on the home one, it
just yellow,
Yeah.
the white would have made it pop.
and it did on the Winter Classic.
Yeah. All right, am I going forward?
Keep going. If you notice, look behind the guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
this record thing has been interesting.
it's a great logo. Someone said put a stylus as a hockey stick on it. Like, yeah, you can have the basis of a secondary there too.
I wonder if this kind of starts a trend in the NHL where you have a team with all these secondary logos that won't make it onto a jersey, but for merchandise, like what they did with the hats, like for purposes like that, we're getting away from the traditional, like, here's a St. Louis Blues hat versus like, here's the St. Louis Blues fleur-de-lis inside the state of Missouri. Like, are we moving into that territory now?
It's good to toy with, but it shouldn't be your only.
No,
Like
and it
should be.
definitely won't be, but for money's sake, like these things are going to sell. Like with a team that's kind of that fringe playoff team, trying to stay relevant, their marketing is really good for this.
More of these things should make the uniform. You can't have them all, obviously,
Right?
but like, there's no secondary logo on that uniform. And I think it's disappointing that there is nothing new here.
Sure.
Nothing is remixed. This is not a fair use thing. This is straight up, we copied the past. And I'm like, at least find some upgrade. Find something to adjust. Find something to make better.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
Moving on.
So this is my concept. This is what I said should happen. Can you notice what I changed?
You have you have a darker note. So you have the navy blue inside. Is that navy blue?
Yep.
It looks like in the striping there, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically I took this. First off, you want to know how much I like this rebrand? I bought this for $30. But like the fact that the darker note looks so good on the lighter blue. And so you introduce navy, you use navy as a contrast color. So on the blue jersey, it was a very easy put navy in between the stripes, make that gold and white pop even more, make the note pop more. Okay, what did I do to the white?
Well, both you put on shoulder pads.
Well, it's in the striping on the sleeve for sure.
Yes, I added a little bit of navy, same as on the home.
You removed the yellow from the top too.
Yes, I thought the shoulders were a little too busy, so pare it down and put the shoulder patches there. I mean, look how natural that looks as a shoulder patch.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair to argue.
I feel like you want to. It is a perfect secondary logo on a team that does not has never really had second. They had the trumpets in the sheet music era, which was fun, but like, come on, it's too good. It's a good design. Use it. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated. So, but that's what I do. Yeah, you a little bit of navy as a contrast, and you add in the fleur-de-lis on the shoulders.
It was a safe play, and we knew that they weren't going to do anything crazy. But man, they've got a lot of cool things in their back pocket that they could use for a stadium series or maybe another Winter Classic. It's just, but it's a shame that some of these are only going to be seen on a hat or a T-shirt somewhere.
Yeah, it's not that this is a bad look. I wish they had done something new to it, anything new to it,
Yeah.
instead of straight to the past. So, well, let's look at the next team that went straight to the past. The Boston Bruins started by introducing a logo, and you can see the progression over time. I put this together from sportslogos.net. Anyone have favorites?
I like the original bespoke from 55 to 95 on the top row, and then I like the 7 to 25 in the middle on the bottom row. That's just me, though.
So they did not change home and road between 95 and 25. So 30 years of there's one logo.
Mm.
Right? Now we're back to home and road are different logos. Related, color swaps, but still different. And now that's back. And so let's look at what they're being put on. Oh, or that, which is also from Sports Logos. I swear I had uniforms first. Next. Unless you have thoughts, Shrimps.
No. We're back to that Happy Gilmore look, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is just the 80s look with Cam Neely at the helm. It's not shocking. A modern font. They carried over the modern font with the 2-color version of it. And we kind of knew this was coming, but again, I wish there was something. I mean, the logo is a slight improvement, so I can't even be like it's straight carbon copy to the past. But it's
It
not a
is.
lot.
But I'll give Boston this. Over the past 2 seasons, they've put out 6 different jerseys for themselves. Like they've given us something. But to me, it's fine. Like it's a throwback.
I wish they kept the gold cuffs from the Centennial game. I felt like at least that was something different,
Yeah.
something new. Yeah, again, Boston's going to be looking fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I would. It's fine. I can't even have a real complaint. It's just more like, well, we're back.
It's underwhelming.
Yeah.
And then you have the white,
Which we have not seen modeled. I don't know why. Slightly more elements of black on there.
because this is just they're like you said, it's a Centennial game, so they had the black one already out there technically.
Well, minus those cuffs. Next. They did add this shoulder patch. It is based on the original Bruins bear, but instead of making it look cool and fierce like they did from 2007 to 25, we got what I call Dopey Bear.
Silhouette bear.
But he looks dopey. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go over here and eat some berries. Like, and yeah, they're gonna do the Bruins at home and Boston on the road like they did last time, which is good.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing me. Like I'm not excited. I cannot get excited about this one.
No, it's just one of those things where if this is what they look like for the foreseeable future, meh. It's very meh.
It's very good. Next. Comparison directly to the past, straight from NHL uniforms. I guess they did tweak a little bit in the spacing of the bottom stripes, but you're talking the minorest of details.
Different bear shoulder patch.
Yeah, well, the crack bear is gone. The fact that it's one shoulder for the dopey bear. No more gold collar on the black?
Socks are different.
Yes.
There's no way though that we could have three uniforms that really didn't do much for us, though, can we?
I like the Centennials.
The-
Both the individual game one. I mean, like the year long sparkly ones. I like those.
Oh,
Centennial.
I was segueing into the next one.
I was getting.
Oh, you mean the next one? Is that the next
Yeah.
slide? I hope that's the next slide. Yeah, it's the next slide. So Windy City Hockey was the first to notice the gold outline on the logo. You could tell it in their Twitter handle.
But not on the number, not on the shoulder numbers, no?
No, on the back numbers, there's also a gold outline.
That's
You
weird.
get,
Back numbers and not the shoulders.
yeah, maybe they thought it was too muddy. You get the hemline effect with their Stanley Cups. You get a little 100 tag. You get a lace-up collar. You get a hanger effect. And you lose a tomahawk to put the 100th anniversary logo because that advertisement has to be there front and center. You know, everyone cussed me out saying how wrong I was when I complained about the helmet ad patches, the helmet stickers in COVID. No, it's just a COVID thing. The NHL said it's going to go away after a year. No, it's not going to go further. I got ripped apart online for that stuff.
Yeah, but did you take into consideration though money?
Yeah, the of the corporations, by the corporations, for the corporations. That's great. Now these teams don't make enough money. Clearly, none of them are profitable. So why would we not want more ads? No, click away for a second, Phil. Go back to the next slide. Who can tell me what the ad is? You just saw it. It was just on screen. It was just in front of you. Who's the ad?
Was it Caesars?
Circa something.
Circus Caesars, Cirque du Soleil and Caesars
Go
presents
ahead, just scroll back, see if we can see it.
the
'Cause
Chicago
I couldn't tell you.
Blackhawks.
Circa Sports. See, that was close.
What is Circus Sports?
Probably some type of sports venue in Chicago. Some type of brand.
Clearly, this is effective. I'm glad they're getting their money's worth.
Are we supposed to know what circus sports are? Like,
Anyways, you saw the gold outlines. There you get the always an original, which I guess was also used in the '90s, and the hemline effect, which is the new Fanatics thing. There's also one of the most pedantic details there, but I'll get back to it. And I'm not talking about the 100 tag either. That's also a very Fanatics thing. Keep going. You get the logo. That's on the shoulder now because one of the tomahawks is gone. And the most pedantic detail, and this was told to me, the rivets around the laces are gold.
cool.
If you go back to the other one, you can see it real nice and clear. That's just from the screenshot. So you went too far. Where you see the hanger effect, you can see that they're gold there. That's a unique thing for this.
It's fine.
Like the video that they introduced is like, we've always looked this way. They've worn it since 1950, whatever. And it's like, it's true. It's true. So I get it. And just throw in some gold outlines. I hate that patch needs to be on the shoulder because the sponsor doesn't move and they're not going to muddy up season A's. I predicted this was what was going to happen. I just hate seeing it. For a Centennial jersey, it's fine. but I really, really hope this means that we get the barber pole as a third jersey. If it's just the black, if it's just the black version of the white, I'm going to be so upset. Not because it's bad, it's because it's disappointing.
You know, I wish I would have thought of this ahead of time. They play it very conservative in Chicago, like, and obviously so. You're an original six team. Do you remember when Starter did their fashion jersey line and they did a gold Blackhawks jersey? Do you remember this?
Ooh, yes. Phil, you can come
That
back to
would
the board.
be such a shock. Like
Am I doing what?
You
you've
can come
been,
back. You can stop sharing. We can just talk now.
All right. Well, you only got 4 minutes.
oh God, um, you've played it safe for so long and it's worked out for you. I would love to see them just blow it out of the water with some all gold, black and red barber poles, something or another. It doesn't even have to be a barber pole, but just something so drastically different for 1 year. You don't have to do anything with it. Just 1 year, and that's and leave it at that.
I take the red or the white, but replace the main color with gold. That's a fun idea. That's a very fun idea. Yeah, like the starter fashion jersey. What a good idea. Are you gonna see if you can pull it up real quick? Is that the idea?
Yeah,
That what I mean, yeah, they need. Look, Montreal had 6 throwback jerseys. Toronto had an outdoor game. Boston had a home road third for a year. It,
I
it,
don't.
let's at least do something interesting.
It's not the gold that I would use. This is more of like a
It's an
brown
athletic.
mustard
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
But the idea has been there. It's like I'm going to go back to the Sabres because why not? The fashion jersey that they did that they could have used during reverse retro, like it's already there for you. Like the idea is out there, just execute it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're. I hope it's a big swing, and if it's not the barber pole, I hope you're like. I think it'd be more fun to do something new. For once, let's do something new.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I think to wrap all this up, we're still short one, and that's Detroit, who hasn't done anything with uniforms yet. They've just teased the logo. Logos look good, but we'll do a formal Detroit one when they do officially drop the jerseys.
yeah, agreed. And I'm sure we'll have to revisit Chicago with whatever they come out with as well. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, I guess it's going to wrap up this news segment for us. I'm John. He's Shrems. Phil, why don't you take us out?
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
Recording is stopped. Recording is stopped.
No.